Give me a minute and let's talk about Ukrainian ingenuity because it never ceases to amaze me. You know, the Ukrainians needed tanks and the world ponied up about 200 Leopard tanks. Now, the thing is, these Leopards, or Leopards, pardon me. Sorry, the Germans are all going to be sending in notes. Leopards are tech from the 80s, the 70s, right? So they're good tanks. Nobody's complaining. But the Ukrainians, so desperate for kit on the front line, recognize that this is 40-year-old tech. So what do? They don't send it all to the front line. They kept some of it back, and they have re-engineered it to be more battlefield ready, to address the serious vulnerabilities that this 40-year-old piece of kit has. So in addition to improvements in optics, the addition of a night sight, that kind of thing, they've also, and this is the chief thing I think that they're telling us about, there may be other classified improvements, but they've added explosive reactive armor to the exterior. All those weaker spots that aren't as hardened against anti-tank drones and anti-tank missiles like the Javelin have been hardened with explosive reactive armor. And that's, again, that's what we know about. The whole thing also includes, believe it or not, a cope cage. Now, my guess is that this mesh, this foldable mesh, is more resilient than the kind of chicken wire thing we're seeing get stuck on the Russian equipment. But it includes a cage to dissuade drones or in an effort to retard the advance of a drone against the tank. So it's just another great example of Ukrainian ingenuity at work and long-term thinking. Short-term thinking would have sent every tank to the front line. Long-term thinking that will save the lives of the Ukrainian tankers, that will make this tank more modern, resilient, main battle tank. That thinking is what's going to lead to Ukrainian success. Absolutely it is. A big shout out to David Keller. David Keller is a longtime supporter of this channel, and he joined the Patreon at the mother level. So every month I give him a video shout out, and I thank him for his contributions to this channel. I literally could not do this without the Patreon guys. Thank you, David.